Rapper Dutchavelli confirms he is on the run because of Tion Wayne talking to Fed.
Yeah, there was an incident that happened on his block, fam. You understand? I don't even want to talk too much because I ain't trying to go to jail or nothing like that. But 3 men got put in a blender. Cut long story short, 3 men got put in a blender. Bare man went on the stretcher, bare people were running, there was green flags everywhere. So I'm like, cool, no problem. You know what I'm saying? Next minute now, police are looking for me. So this is why I haven't been focusing on music, because I'm like, bro, 3 niggas got burst, and you're trying to tell me the feds are looking for me, fam. This is why I haven't been about. So when people are like, Dutch, why haven't you been about? Because man are not keeping it G, they're not sticking to the code act. You understand? And they're telling lies on people. Your friends got shot, bro. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this on live, bro. Fuck it, bro, man. Bro, it's 2024, bro. It is what it is, bro. We just gotta keep it 100.
What? What are you talking about?
What's good, my me? Welcome back to another lovely, beautiful, sexy, amazing video with the equally lovely, equally beautiful, equally sexy, and equally amazing lit. I already know what time it is. Now let's go. Now, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It looks like there's a rumor swirling around that Tion Wayne snitched on Dutchavelli to the federales. Oh boy, say it ain't so. And we're gonna break this down in way more detail. But you know what you gotta do. You just gotta like, comment, subscribe, drop a banger like this one, and hit that note because you're in it, so you can be the first to know one of these videos comes out. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Now, if you didn't already know, yesterday, Dutchavelli took to Instagram Live to let everyone know that he was on the run. I know, not like Michael Scofield after season 1 of Prison Break, he more seems to be on the run because of an incident that happened on Tion Wayne's block that led to Tion Wayne allegedly snitching on Dutch to the federales. Now, before we get any further into breaking down this situation, I do have to make it abundantly clear that everything we're about to discuss is alleged at this moment in time. Allegedly. Now, of course, if you didn't know, Dutchavelli has been living in Dubai ever since around 2022. And of course, people thought that this was due to the allegations of him being a PDF file, if you know what I mean, because of the whole shopping for prom dresses situation. But it seems that he's actually been there because he's currently wanted in the UK by UK police due to the alleged incident that occurred on Tion Wayne's block. Now, multiple sources have informed me that this alleged incident occurred around 2 years ago in the summer of 2022, where Dutchavelli was beefing with 3 of Tion Wayne's boys on his block in Edmonton. Apparently, these were people that he'd had issues with in the past, but he didn't know that they were affiliated with Tion Wayne at the time. And of course, this altercation led to, as Dutchavelli says in the video so eloquently, 3 men getting put in a blender. Now, I won't lie, I did try to find the Urban Dictionary definition of that for all you suburban watchers out there, but some of the definitions are just absolutely atrocious and just not relevant at all. So we're going to assume that means you got wrapped up in some way, shape or form. But Dutchavelli actually goes on in the video to clarify for us that being put in a blender, at least in this scenario, means getting shot.
You understand? And they're telling lies on people. Your friends got shot, bro. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this on live.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
So he's saying 3 of Tion Wayne's boys got shot on his block, and the next thing he knows, his name is being put to the federales. So what we can extrapolate from this live is that Dutch is saying that either Tion Wayne and/or people affiliated with Tion Wayne told the police / the federales that Dutchavelli was the shooter, allegedly, in this alleged altercation in Edmonton. And so when people are asking why he hasn't been about, which is his way of saying when people are asking why he hasn't been in the UK or been in London, it's because allegedly Tion Wayne and/or his boys snitched on Dutch to the police, and now if he leaves Dubai and comes home to the UK, he'll get arrested immediately. He's wanted in the UK. Now, do I believe that Tion Wayne snitched on Dutchavelli?
I don't know.
I mean, I really don't know. If we go into a world where this situation did indeed happen, I don't know Tion Wayne personally or know his character enough to know if that's something he would do. Obviously, again, for all you suburban viewers, not snitching is one of the main rules in the streets. No matter how deep it gets, no matter how deep the beef is, pause. The main rule of the streets is to not snitch. Even on your ops, you can't snitch on them. That's how deep the street rules go. And of course, we saw how much ridicule like people like 6ix9ine received for snitching in the past. So if Tion Wayne actually did do this, then of course, that would go against the whole bad man image persona that he's portrayed for himself over the years within his music. So I really don't know, man. I really don't know. I'd hope not. That's all I'll say. Not because I want to make sure that he stays as a real street driller and all that stuff, but just more so for congruency, you know, that you are the person that you say you are. And of course, if we want to get really technical, it looks like around the time of the alleged incident that Dutchavelli posted a picture of paperwork, which I believe is a warrant for the police to enter his home because they have suspicion that he might be in possession of a firearm. Again, someone can correct me if I'm wrong. Only a part-time driller, so I'm not really sure. And obviously he's blocked some of the documentation, but it looks like that says warrant to enter. So this is kind of Dutchavelli's way of saying, well, the only way the police would get a warrant to enter my house because they believe that I'm in possession of a weapon is if someone told them that I'm in possession of a weapon. And he's trying to say that the people who told them was either Tion Wayne or people affiliated with Tion Wayne. As you can see, he says, is that green gang snitching now? His boys get blamed, well, should be HIS, but we'll ignore the spelling and grammar for this moment in time. And my yard gets spun. So that's his way of saying Tion Wayne's boys get blamed and his yard gets spun. It's not making sense, bruv. Someone snitching. That's what he's trying to say. Allegedly, of course, nothing's been proven.
He knows. My man knows.
Now, of course, speaking of snitching, you could actually say that Dutchavelli is kind of self-snitching by making this video in the first place. I mean, it's quite obvious that he's slightly intoxicated in this Instagram live, and that's what's led us to receiving this info. However, I guess, and again, this is just assuming that this alleged story is true. If Tion did snitch on Dutch allegedly, and Dutch is, for lack of a better term, trapped in Dubai, whilst Tion is still living it up in England, acting like he's a real bad man, then I guess it probably would be eating Dutchavelli up inside that the one person who put him in the situation in the first place is still enjoying his freedom in London and is still making music about how much of a gangster he is, when really that's not actually the case. Again, assuming that this story, this alleged story, is true. And of course, if this story is indeed true, then this would explain the altercation that had happened with Tion Wayne in Dubai and Dutchavelli a couple years ago in 2022 as well, which was in the summer of 2022. In fact, he even says in one of those videos when he was on their block that Tion and his boys weren't on nothing. Take a look at this clip.
There was 6 of you against 1. I was the only man that was scrapping with you, man. Listen, you man are not on nothing. I was on your block. Just bare of you, and it was only like 3 of us. You went on nothing, bro.
So in this video, he does kind of put himself at the scene. Now, we don't know if he was on the block when this particular altercation occurred, or if he was just on their block at another time and he was just, I don't know, he could have been throwing pizza slices at them for all we know. He used to say he was shooting. He could have been throwing snowballs at them. I don't know. It could have been any time, really and truly. But I'm just saying, when you start collecting the puzzle pieces and start trying to put the picture together, the picture's starting to look a bit clearer, if you get what I mean.
100,000 for the cheapest ring on the nigga finger, little bitch.
Now, do I think Tion Wayne will respond? Probably not. I think because Dutchavelli is so far removed from the UK urban scene right now, I don't think this story will gain enough traction to warrant a response from Tion Wayne. I could be wrong, but at this present moment in time, I see Tion Wayne completely ignoring this and just letting it blow over till next week when the next big story comes out. But that's in the public mainstream world. In the streets, which obviously, me being a part-time civilian, part-time driller, I don't really know exactly what's going on in the streets. But in the streets, this might be a much bigger story because, as I said, for all you suburban viewers, being called a snitch is an extremely serious allegation in the streets. That's kind of enough for you to get locked off from the streets forever, for no one in the streets to mess with you anymore, and for all your credibility as a street rapper to just vanish just like that. So that's why I say, if this is a story that gains enough traction, then Tion will have to respond, because he'll be getting pressure from the streets and pressure from people in the mainstream as well, because some of those worlds kind of are intertwined nowadays with street rap becoming commercial and drill becoming commercial and all things of that nature. So yeah, but if I had to put a bet on it, I don't think he's going to say anything. But in the words of Heady One,
It's a bit of a sticky one still.
but let me know if you think about this in the comment section down below. What do you think about this story? Do you think Tion Wayne or anyone Tion Wayne's affiliated with would have snitched on Dutchavelli? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. On the road to 3,000 subs, you already know what time it is. For my personal IG at theonlylitt. If you care about what I do, I'm not making these bangers for you. I post updates on Twitter as well, so you might as well follow me on there, because what's he doing if you have absolutely nothing, mate. I bet. Peace.
Oh, you ain't know I could sing.